Yo, 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 what's going on, everyone? You guys are here early. What's going on, Josh? What's going on, AJ? How are you guys doing? AJ asks, or says, hope everyone is doing good with their lineups. Most of mine are around 200 points so far. I'm in a good spot if my weaker guys can pick it up. And Josh goes, my best is 160. Phillips is my weakest. 3 minus 3, 1 minus 5, 1 minus 6. Not bad for me. That's awesome, dude. One, I got M, Dietrich, and Rory. Just the two guys are +1 and +3. Dang. And then, and you have 200. Dang, I gotta go for the big dogs. My low is E, even. I was thinking I'm the first. I was thinking M, the first look through the field. Gotcha. Where am I wonder? I don't remember quite. How you guys doing? Let me just actually do a better intro than that. This is just a website stream. I'm going to give you some updates as to where I'm at with the progress of the website, what I plan to do with the website. It's just an update, basically, in a little hangout session. So I will show you what I'm working on currently and my plans moving forward. And I guess a great reminder, if you didn't already know, I do have SweetSpotDFS.com live. It is live. The website's live. You can become a member. Super simple, super easy. You don't even have to pay to be a member. If I open up a incognito window and go to the login button here, I'm just showing you guys how easy it is to sign up. There's a free option. Sign up for the free option. That way, if you win a giveaway somewhere in the future where I am, you know, giving away monthly memberships, yearly memberships, maybe a lifetime membership, I think when I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to give away 2 lifetime memberships. Something like that. Something to that effect. I wanted to do like $1,000 worth of giveaways for 1,000 subscribers. We'll see. We'll see how it all goes. Maybe it'll be 1 lifetime and a bunch of... Maybe it'll be 1 lifetime and 2 yearlies. Maybe it'll be something like that. Or maybe it'll be a lifetime, a yearly, and 10 monthlies. Maybe I'll do something like that. We'll see. Either way, you still need to have a free account. So... be on the lookout for that. Or not so much be on the lookout, go do that. Another thing, another reminder, something I need to create a graphic for. This monthly membership, if you are a white tier member on YouTube, and if you don't know what that is, if I were to go to YouTube, /SweetSpotDFS, I think this will work. Maybe it won't. Pretty sure it will. Yeah. So if you go here and you click the join button, well, I guess I have to sign in. Never mind. You hit the join button, you're going to see a couple tier levels. You're going to see red tier, white tier, black tier, and champion tier. Just like, they're like different T colors on a golf course, basically. If you're a white tier member, which is $4.99 a month and above, you will get $5 off per month. In fact, I think what I'll just say is, whatever route you choose, you'll never pay more than $20 a month using like being a member anywhere on SweetSpotDFS. So obviously I have the website, I have the YouTube channel. I don't want you spending more than $20 a month. So if you are a $4.99 a month member on SweetSpot or on the YouTube channel, which again is the white tier or above, I go live Wednesdays for members only, and it's just white tier and above. You still, like I said, you'll get $4.99 knocked off of the $19.96 per month. So just a little added bonus for you being a member on YouTube as well as on SweetSpotDFS.com. And if you are a white tier member and you're like, hey, I'm interested in signing up monthly for the SweetSpotDFS website, let me know. I have a promo code that I will send to you that gives you $5 off of your monthly membership to SweetSpotDFS.com. So you guys all let me know. Let me know if you guys are, if you're interested. If you have issues signing up for whatever reason, like if I select free, I know there have been people that do. A lot of the times it's you got to clear out your cache because something has been remembered and the website doesn't like that. Has something to do with the CAPTCHA that I have. So if I scroll down, there's a CAPTCHA thing over here. I think if I zoom out, do I see it? I don't. Oh yeah, right down here. I just had it for you guys. If I zoom up, and so you can just see the blue right here. If I scroll down, I'm gonna lose it. Yeah. But you would want to click on that and then sign up that way. The code you sent me was expired. Well, it does expire after a month. So, did you already use it? Either way, I'll send you another one. I'm pretty sure that doesn't expire. Before I get too sidetracked, sign in if you have issues signing in. If you have issues creating an account, you'll email me at SweetSpotDFS@gmail.com. I will create an account for you. I'll give you a temporary password. I'll send it all to you through email. You can sign up, or you can go into it, update your stuff, and then go from there. All right, Josh, there we go. Upgraded to white tier. I love that. Thank you, sir. Yeah, let's see. I'll show you the behind the scenes of the website. If you were all interested, it's very interesting. Actually, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't. Let me just double check. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. I don't want to show something that I'm not supposed to show. Like I don't want to show any sensitive information. All right, I'm gonna double check that promo code. Now, for you, it should expire 1 month from me giving it to you. So it technically should expire. Like I put a date on it. But if you need a new one, you let me know. The only bad thing about this, this whole, whatever we want to call it, this connection between YouTube and my website is there's no direct link between the two, so I have to manually do it. I got no issues doing that, but you do have to give me a little bit of a reminder. Let me see. Go to my settings. Discount codes. Oh, you're not wrong. It did expire. Okay. AJ, I am so sorry. If you have that same code, I think what I'm going to do is uses. Okay, my bad. Okay, I've edited the, yeah, you're right. It expired in May. So that is my bad. I didn't know that. AJ, will you do me a favor? I'm very curious how this works. Use that same promo code, AJ. Can you apply it to your account right now? And do you have a monthly membership? Do I have that for you? I am so sorry, man. I didn't even know. Okay, we got you at free. Okay, you're free. Let me double check something. It's always been free. Okay. AJ? Go check it out right now. Use that same promo code I just sent you. Josh, do you have a No, it's not totally okay, AJ. I like to be a man of my word, so. The promo code should work now, and I see you're free. You know what? I'm gonna give you... Let's see. What can I do? Can I do anything? AJ, I'm gonna give you a free week. That way, that'll get you into... From now until the 19th, I'm giving you a weekly membership. Just for the hassle of not having it for this last week. So I got you weekly. Oh, well, not the 25th. What the hell? Not 2025. There you go. All right, man. I got you a weekly membership for the hassle. So you have it all the way through the Open Championship. Go sign in and check it out. Let me see. Do I have Josh? User info. Members. Josh, I don't remember what your account... Oh, I see you. Okay. And I see your email address. That's cool. I didn't even know I could look at your guys' email addresses. Should. That makes sense, right? All right, Josh, I'm sending you an email with the monthly SweetSpotDFS discount code. All right, Josh, just sent you an email. And I apologize for anyone coming in here and listening to dead air. Well, I got music going at least, right? Oh, I have to play this just because.
Oh, you gotta get them that hot tour and spit on that thing. You get me?
That's my favorite thing. When did you start the show? I feel like I was watching it in 2018. 2019. I think I got my 5-year anniversary this last May. I hold on to most of my video. Oh, no. YouTube told me that it was my 5-year anniversary. It was May of 2019 is when I started it. Okay. going back to, I mean, I totally ruined my intro, but whatever. If you're a free member, you'll have access to the 7K combo buckets, which, you know, I would say over 80% of the time, the rules that we see at the top hit. So tier 1, all the golfers here in tier 1, we want somewhere between 1 to 2. Alex Noren is probably going to be that guy for us, it looks like. Adam Hadwin's like -1. Rio is +1. I'm not sure Rasmus is. Yeah, there's Rio, Rasmus. -2. Okay, not terrible. We have Hubbard, I know wasn't doing great. Nakajima. Let's see what Nakajima's up to. +3, not great. Hubbard is what? +2, not great. McCarthy, I was watching Ferguson. So McCarthy, +3, not great. Ferguson's +3, man. I saw Justin Rose up there. How was Rosie doing? -1, not terrible. Jordan Smith is +1 as well. So yeah, it is literally Noren is our best player in the 7K combo buckets. What's going on? What's happening? What button is pushed? That should not be pushed. Uh-oh. There we go. Figured it out somehow. Alex Noren, -5. There you go. So this is our one guy. Our one guy from the 7K combo buckets that's doing pretty good. Yeah, no one else. Nobody else. Rasmus. Rasmus is -2. And Hadwin's -1. So maybe those two guys. Like if you were someone who likes to bet and maybe get someone try to get in the top 10 or top 20 or something like that. Maybe you put him on Højgaard or Hadwin. I'm sure the odds are okay. Like not terrible, but yeah, Noren seems to be our dude. Anyways, this is what you get when you're a free member. If you divvy up and you pay weekly or monthly, yearly, or even lifetime, you'll get access to the combo buckets. Ludwig is -6, Morikawa is -5, McIlroy is -5, and Schauffele here at the bottom is -1. He and Rory are tied, and I didn't even put a divider. You see these little black lines for the 9K combo buckets? I didn't even put a divider because the score was so close. I knew I liked all the 10K golfers. Minus Morikawa. I didn't really care for Morikawa. The 90K combo buckets, Fleetwood's up there. Tom Kim is up there on the leaderboard. So too is Corey Connor. So too is Minwoo. Matsuyama really isn't. I don't think Hovland or... Hovland played okay. -3. And then, let's see, what was Tom Kim? -1. Okay, so not super great. And then that last dude, who was that? Fitzpatrick. Matty Fitzpatrick got to -3. Good for him. His younger brother's out playing him. So yeah, 9K combos were pretty good. 8Ks, we have Clark, McIntyre, and Harmon. So let's see what they're doing. Clark is -2. Bobby Mack is -3. And Homa is -3 as well. Good for him. JT is second on that list. He's doing pretty good. Sahith, I'm not even sure what he's up to. Thompson, Harmon, and Connors. Let's see. So Harmon, -3. That's pretty good. Connors is -5, I believe. Yep. Theala, that's who I wanted to see. -4. Okay, so they're all doing really good. You could have picked anyone, it looks like. But not Jordo. I don't think Jordo was playing very good. Yeah, +1. Look at him at the bottom of the AK combo buckets. +1. Aaron Rye, -2. That was fine. And Im is playing good. Sungjae Him. So the whole 9, 8, 9, 10K, all those golfers are doing great. But yeah, anyways, all these combo buckets are only for members only, and you got to be paying to see this page. Become a weekly, monthly, yearly, up to you. And now I'll divulge, like, I anticipate adding way more fantasy tools, and it will be all of the, I mean, I have to remind you guys, this is what I have. Let me find it really quick. I don't remember where I put it under. I think it was that one. Could be. Don't think it's under fantasy tools. Have it saved somewhere. Let's double check. Website's taking a little bit. Okay, that's the about page. Forgot I even wrote about that. Has any of you guys seen this page? Out of curiosity, it's the about page. If you click about, I think you all can see it. Yeah, you should be able to. All right, so it's not fantasy tools. Where did I put it? Put it on a recent form? I bet you I did. I think that's what it was. Pretty sure I did. All about the bucket system, baby. I did not put it on a recent form. Well, where in the Sam Hill did I put it? Services. That's where it was. I know that. I now know that. Yep. Sure did. So, like, this is Power BI. I have Power BI connected to it. And it will have a database connected to it. I've said this multiple times. Like, you can see the player names in here right now. If I click on Webb Simpson, it's not going to do anything. Never mind. I need to have something up here. But I'm going to have a full-on database connected to it. It's going to look very similar to what you see on the screen. And I don't quite have it yet because I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I want everything to be on the website all at once. And I don't really think that's the smartest way to go about it. But I can't help myself. That's kind of how I am. So what I found out a while ago, and I've repeated this before, I found out that my data was not clean. And what I mean by that is, if I zoom in, so you guys can see this real easy. You see I have a column here called Finish Placement and one called Finish Text. So if I scroll down a little bit, I want to find a withdraw. So these withdraws. Now, I don't personally want to include withdraws. So actually, I already jumped ahead. What I ended up having in this column here, you see how it's a number now? Before, what I had were these withdraws. There's a formula in here, but I guess take my word for it. These withdraws were right here. And what ended up happening, this is what made the data unclean, is I'm trying to average. I'm trying to use a bunch of functions. Like, I want to add, I want to divide, I want to average, I want to min, I want to max. In Power BI, if you have text that goes with numbers, it doesn't recognize this column as a number column. And therefore, you cannot use any of the functions of math, basically. You can't use any of the math functions. So I couldn't show you specific stats, like what was Scotty Scheffler's average finishing position for the year of 2023. I wouldn't have been able to show you that, especially if you had withdraws in there. I also can't show you, like, what's the average score, what's the average, just whatever I wanted to look for, or what's the lowest finishing place or highest finishing place or median finishing place. I couldn't do anything like that because there were text fields where there should just be all numbers. So I fixed that. It's all fixed. The same thing applied for like rounds 1 through 4. I used to have NA, the literal letters NA as in not available. That was populated all in here. You can see there's blank fields now. So if you put NA in there, you can't even average the numbers. Like, what was their round 1 score? What's their average round 1 score at a certain tournament, or, you know, the last 7 weeks, or, you know, anything like that. I couldn't do any of that. So I had to clean it. And so that took a while. And I finally finished cleaning all the data. And then the last piece is this update file. This is an update file. So basically what I do is I grab data from ESPN. It's my favorite place to grab it because I get, don't mind these headers. These headers should be 1 over. I get their earnings, so how much money they make. I get how many FedEx Cup points that they made in a particular event. I get all that stuff. I get round 1 scoring, round 2, round 3, round 4, and then their total scores. Like this is all free data that comes from ESPN. The other thing too is you get their finishing places. These flags here, they don't mean anything. I don't have to worry about these flags. There's nothing there's nothing I gotta care about with those. And then I just enter the course or the course information, the par, the ID that I grabbed from my database, the year it was played, the season. You can't see it, or you can't see that it says season, the week, the date, and then the tournament short name for my database. And with all that information, what I get to do is I get to populate all of this, which goes into my database. I also grab DraftKings points. Now you can't really see this, but this is the PGA Championship. So I will, at the end of a tournament, grab the DK $5 drive the green, basically. I'll always enter that contest and I'll grab all that data. You'll see what their final ownership percentages. You'll see their DraftKings points, just their total DraftKings points. And then before the tournament starts, I will grab the DraftKings input sheet. So I will add that here. So I have an ESPN tab, a DraftKings. I'm going to zoom out for my own sake so I can use this later. I have a DraftKings page. And then I have a Data Golf page. So Data Golf, I am a Scratch member, so I can grab all of their data and basically paste it in right here. And I will get all of the strokes gained stats this way. So now, with that being said, I have a results page. And this just gives me very simple data points. I get round 1 score, 2, 3, and 4 score. I get the total score, the money, the FedEx Cup points, their score to par, their lowest round, how many rounds under 70 did they have, total rounds, average round. I have all that stuff in there. So this is one table, the results thing. And like the big piece, because I have to link all my tables up together, is this SS course history ID. So this will link all of my other tables together. So then I have a round summary page. This is one that you guys will love. I know you guys will. If you're doing showdown stuff, you will love this. And I just found out we got to change this with Ludwig. I can't be having that little circle above Ludwig's name. But dude, you guys will love this. So I have what is their score after round 2. I also have what is their, okay, hold on. So we have their, score round 1. Then we have score after round 2. I have what is their position after round 1, what is their position after round 2, and what is their position after round 3. This will help you with analyzing, golfers who are in the front seat, who are controlling their own destiny. So like Sahith Theegala at the PGA Championship. After round 1, he was in second place. after round 2, he was in 3rd place. And then after round 3, he was also in 3rd place. He ended up finishing 12th place. So you will be able to see that. So after round 3, Sahith is in 3rd, right? But what if you can find out his average finishing position? So let's just say, what happens to Sahith when he is inside the top 10 of an event? You know, like he was 3rd position after round 3. He was 3rd. What happens on average to Sahith when he's in this position? Well, here at the PGA Championship, he finished 12th place. So he lost 9 placement points. This is what you'll be able to do on SweetSpotDFS.com. I'm going to show you, or I'm going to provide this. And this has always been something in the back of my head. And again, the reason that I've delayed putting this out there, 1, data was unclean, but 2, I'm a perfectionist. So like, I want all of this stuff out there. And it does definitely plague me when it comes to being productive, because it's like I need it to be perfect before I'm cool moving it forward. And then I have a detail rounds, and basically this will just show you, you know, I'll use this one down here, Thriston Lawrence. In round 1, he shot a 75. You can see that right there. In round 2, he shot a 78. Oh, I'm sorry. Round 2, he shot a 78. And then you can see what was his tee time that day. This is the one thing that I worked on last week that I'm super proud of. I have a tee times page, and here's what I'm going to geek out about. I will be able to show you guys if I scroll up. So Xander Schauffele won the PGA Championship, right? I have what his round 1 tee time is, his round 2, his round 3, his round 4. So guess what you get to do with that information? What happens to Xander when he has an afternoon tee time? You'll be able to see all the data points that come with that. I also have who was his round 1 opponent, his round 2, or I'm sorry, his round 1 opponent, his other round 1 opponent. How about his round 2 opponent? Obviously, they're going to be the same because Thursday, Friday. But here's the lovely thing. Round 3. This year, we had 2 guys go, or we had groups of 3 going up because of weather issues. So Collin Morikawa and Sahith Theegala were his opponents in round 3, and it's in his game. And then I have what was his opponent in round 4. All of this information, what I love about the possibilities of this, all this information gets to show you how well does Xander Schauffele, what does he perform? You'll be able to see his round by round scoring. You'll get to see his average finishing position for any of these golfers. How does he play with Justin Thomas? How does he play with Collin Morikawa? You'll be able to figure all that stuff out. And as the tournament's going on, I'm hoping to update the website as it happens, so you'll be able to do all of your data digging and analysis. This is literally, I found if Byron Lindeque was here, I would be, there are some really cool formulas that I found out. So I have to do all of this. This is the engine that drives to figure out what here you can't really see it, it's very messy, but you have to do an index and then find the small value in an if statement, and then you look at the row minus. I really don't remember how to do this, but I figured it out to like put it horizontally. Dude, it's so good. It's so good. Like, I'm so excited for that piece. This piece alone will separate SweetSpotDFS from any other website. I don't even know if any other website's really doing it. I haven't heard it happening, but you are going to be able to find data points on here that you're not going to find anywhere else. I also have the bucket system isn't like something that you absolutely need to know. I have DraftKings points here. I will find a way to figure out how many eagles someone has, how many birdies, but currently, basically, I get to record all their DK points, and then I just minus their placement points to, you know, their actual DK performance. So if you wanted to see what their raw DraftKings points scored is, I'll be able to show that to you. So obviously Xander scored 133 points. Well, 30 of those replacement points. So his raw DraftKings performance was 103. Now I will have to figure out how to get birdies, how to get all of that stuff, like all those stats: eagles, birdies, pars, bogeys, double bogeys, maybe even an albatross. I think DraftKings does something with an albatross. The streaks, the rounds under 70, and the bogey-free rounds. I'll have to figure out how to get all of that. It might just have to be a manual thing, which I don't know how I feel about that. We shall see. Lombardi Lee, what's going on, man? And what's going on, Barry? I just saw you get in here. I want to bet on who doesn't make the cut. What do you think about the cut line will be? Cut line should be -3, -4. Yeah, what? Let's take a look. Actually, yeah, I suppose I can open it up. Let's see. Cut line. Jesus. 2 years ago, it was +3. Last year, it was -2. So yeah, it'll probably be -2, -3, something like that. But yeah, the one big piece I wanted to update you guys on are the tee time table that I created. This is going to be so wonderful. Like, you remember I used to talk about how playing with Bubba Watson makes a lot of golfers just play poorly? This will be a layer of analysis that you'll be able to do. Trying to figure out, you know, when we talk about marquee tee times, maybe we get some golfers who just play really bad with Rory McIlroy. Maybe we get some guys who play really bad with Hideki Matsuyama. Maybe we get some guys who don't like playing with Bryson DeChambeau, and it shows in their stats. This is like a big piece that I absolutely love, that I can't wait to roll out. So anyways, what I'm getting at with all of this, I have my update sheet completed. Now, it's not completed 100% because I just told you I don't even have the DraftKings, eagles, birdies, pars, all that stuff. That's fine. I can retroactively add that in. I don't need to add that right away. It's not one of the biggest pieces that I absolutely need. I also have this strokes gained table, which I'm also really excited about because I can give you the averages of actually, I think this is just, these are just raw strokes gain stats. They're not the averages, which is what I'd want anyways. I want the raw strokes gain stats. Yeah. 18 total strokes gain, or added, or yeah, total, what's the word I'm looking for? Holy crap. Gained. 18 total gained strokes on the field for Xander. Obviously 1, and then I have driving distance. And for driving distance, I actually have their max driving distance. That's all I cared to look at. So I'll be tracking their max driving distance, their average driving accuracy, their average green and reg, all this good stuff. I'll be tracking all of it and adding it to the website. And these other tables, I have recent form, course history, all of those just add into my database, and then there are more calculations that are done after that. But yeah, I have it all done. So basically what I need to do, let me open up my actual database that I named the database engine because it is the engine. This is just the update file. Hey, what's going on, Gabe? Just watching the stream now. I'm home from work. Well, glad you got back from work to watch the stream. And yeah, to Gabe's point, you guys are all sweaty tryhards. Here is actual database. So I have the PGA Championship already in here. And basically what I need to update is below this PGA Championship. So I need the Charles Schwab, the Canadian Open, the Memorial US, Travelers, Rocket Mortgage, and the John Deere Classic. I'll work on that this weekend. Like I said, I have the update file completed. So the update file, all I do with that is I basically copy all of this information. Basically, I'll go like this. I'll scroll to the top if I can find my mouse cursor. There we go. Found it. I'll go from here, go down and across. Basically, what is this? My rounds detailed page. I think I already have it saved, but I'll copy this. Then go down to my rounds detailed. Oh, I do have down to the Charles Schwab Challenge. Look at me. Wow. Wow. And I'll just paste it in here. And it should line up perfectly. Yeah, column AI. So AH to AI. Is that the same here? AH to AI. See that? See how they all match up? Great shots, poor shots, great shots, poor shots, proximity, scrambling, green and reg. So yeah, it's a lot of manual work that I could create macros for, and I probably will. So I'll be able to just copy and paste this over without really, yeah, I will create macros over time, but for the short period in time here, I want to manually do it to make sure that everything is being copied over properly. Okay. AJ Love says, I'm definitely trying to be rich. Just finished a 90-minute short game session. Lost 3 strokes around the green last round. I was basically Hovland. Whoa. Guys, Hovland isn't that terrible at short game, right? If I go to data golf, will it show me that? Ooh, we have live tournament stats. We do. Okay. Yeah, he was basically break even today. Victor Hovland. I think this whole industry gets strokes gain stats completely wrong. Like they're not good. Here's your around the green stats right here. So where did he lose? He lost on hole 9. You know what? Some of this could just be adjusted. So let's see. Did he even have to chip? He had to chip right here. Okay. Gabe. This is such a perfect scenario. I want you to look at this, okay? I'm saving this for a strokes gain video. I'm saving a strokes gain video for when I get my website, the data, like the actual database behind it, and put the reports up there. I'm saving this until I get all that done, because I think people don't know how to figure, like they don't know strokes gain stats, what goes into it. Look at this. He hit every green and reg, 9 out of 9. I want you to all pay attention to this, okay? 9 out of 9 greens and reg. That means he chipped 0 times. And if he did chip, it might have been on a par 5. It could have been on a par 5. Could have been. Maybe it wasn't, but it could have been. So there's what, 1 par 5? I think he did chip. To have a -6 where you see -4 on a lot of these. Okay, this is so weird. So if he hit every green in regulation, that means he didn't chip unless it was like a drivable par 4. To have a green in reg means you want to get the ball on the green in 2 shots. So you're putting for birdie on a par 4, not 2 shots. You want to be putting for birdie. So you want the ball on the green, putting for birdie. That's a green in regulation. He lost somehow -0.04. He lost somehow -0.4. He lost somehow -0.6. Maybe that was a chip. I don't know if it was or if it wasn't. Then he lost -0.1 somehow on hole 4. Is that a drivable par 4? I don't have any yardages here to go with it. Don't know. And then he gained plus 0.4. I don't know how that works. I do know how adjusted stats work, and if he hit every green in regulation, how do you get a minus 20? I'm going to look up Hovland right now. Hovland, what did we do on that first par 5? Where are we at? Did he start on the back? This is the front. So hole 1, 2, and then the third one's a par 5. So it's not that one, it was this one. He didn't chip. He didn't chip. He didn't even chip. No chipping. None. To the green, 10 feet away. 0 chips on hole number 3. And he somehow lost minus 0.06 strokes. Minus 0.6. So I imagine all of these then, they're all adjusted stats. And that adjustment is not even based off of him even at all chipping the ball. So he lost minus 0.27 on the front 9. Didn't chip once. Not even once. And he finishes it at minus 0.18. It looks like maybe he chipped on hole 11, 15, 17, and 18. Okay. So let's go here. It would have been, these were his last holes right here. 16. So we want his 11th hole, his 15th hole, his 17th and 18th. So, well, 18th. There was a chip right there. Where did he? Okay. Oh, I didn't want to do that one. So he hit it to primary rough 57 feet away, and then he put it to 4 feet. Sounds like he's a pretty good chipper on that one. Hole 17. Just missed the green a little bit. A little short, looks like. Oh, I keep hitting that stupid button. And then he put it to 8 feet. So yeah, that one isn't very good. So hole 17, did he lose strokes on that one? Oh, you've got to be, okay, yeah, he did. Minus 1.8, he lost. He gained plus 4.1. And then we got hole 15. He lost, no. He just lost a little bit. So his 15th hole, that would be this one here. Oh, he was in the bunker. Okay, bunkers aren't the easiest shots to hit out of. He put it to 10 feet. Obviously missed the putt, got a bogey. Okay, bunker shots, they can be tough, especially there. And then we got to go 1, 2, 3, 4 holes before that. 1, 2, 3, 4. His 11th hole. There we go. He put it to 4 feet and made the putt. So he was successful on 2 of the shots. He was unsuccessful with 2 shots. But he didn't leave anything outside of 10 feet. So everything was makeable. Everything was makeable. Where is he at for the year? Strokes gained around the green? I don't know. And I don't know if I'm going to find out with Data Golf. I've not really been on this website for a long time. But this is my whole point. Like if you add up minus 0.18 and you just go throughout the years. I mean, hold on. I do have, where is it? I do have this actually. I've calculated it for 1 year's worth of data. So if I go Hovland and I scroll all the way over, off the tee approach around the green putting. So minus 3.27. Minus 3.27. I don't know which tournaments those are. I don't know which holes those are. Yeah, that doesn't look great, but he didn't really chip himself out of the tournament today. Actually, here, I'll bring up my master file, which will be very painful to look at. I'll zoom in. A filter on this and only look at Victor Hovland. Okay. And around the green. So he lost the US Open. Okay. I mean, he's losing on all of them. Now, this is an average. This is raw. So this is a really good case example that I might use in my video to try to figure out, is Victor Hovland actually bad around the green? I know he has had his struggles in the past, but like, we're looking at some really tough golf courses. Arnold Palmer, the players. All right, let's actually look at the players. I want to look at the players. -6.85. Was it this one? No. All right. And then scratch tools. Actually, I don't know how to get there. I think I need to go to historic somehow. I don't want that tournament. I'm not signed in right now, but I don't think I have to be. Isn't it called the Players Championship, or is it just Players Championship? What the hell? Oh, this page is deprecated. Ah, dang it. Dag nabbit. I don't know if I can go backwards. Like, it just is giving me this. Let me look at chat. Maybe you guys know. Didn't mean to get come and give me a tangent. No. I mean, like, this is kind of one of those podcasts that I don't mind kind of going off the rails a little bit. Not so much going off the rails, but I like to talk about this kind of stuff, and I don't mind it being this podcast that we do this. Come on. Whoa. Archives? Oh, this is where I get my files. I want to be able to look at the Players Championship and what happened at the Players Championship for Victor. I could use this, I suppose. So if I went to schedule, go to full schedule, I suppose. That's fine. Go down here to the players. Click into that. Leaderboard. Hovland. '62nd place. Yikes. Okay. So let's look at his stats. Round 1. So scrambling 62% of the time. Not terrible. Normally it would show his strokes gain stats. Okay. Round 2, scrambling was 3 out of 5. Round 3, scrambling was 71%. And round 4, okay, so round 4 was bad. So let's take a look at round 4. Where was he chipping? Looks like on hole 2 he chipped. Doesn't look like the easiest of chips, but it also doesn't look like, okay, so 13 feet, that's not terrible. On the green on 13, on the green on hole 4, on the green in 5. Here's a chip. But it's 8 feet, not great. Still makeable, 8 feet's a 50% putt. Here's another chip. And he put that to 21 feet, so that's not great. That one is not good. And I don't know, that one doesn't look like it's too difficult. This one was not a chip. Ooh, here's one. This is where he probably lost a lot of strokes right here. Looks like he put it into the bunker on hole 2. Didn't even hit the green, so you're gonna lose strokes that way. But that next one he put to 14 inches. Hey, when he's got a good chip, he puts it, you know. This is like what's so minuscule with stats is if you put Viktor Hovland on a flat lie in the fairway to a flat green to a pin anywhere that's just flat, he's gonna put it within a foot. They're that good. A lot of chipping is gonna come down to the lie. How bad is the lie? So like this hole right here, do you remember this hole at all? Hole number 12 at the players? It's that drivable par 4. He put a ball down in that grass and he has an elevated lie. Or not so much an elevated lie. The slope up to the green is like this. So it's gonna bring in skill just for that. But then he's in the rough next to the water. You have no idea how that grass will lay down. No idea. So we'd have no idea what his lie was like. Here's another chip that he put to 2 feet. Right off the side of the green. You know, he's not good on tightly mown grasses. No, he actually is. People are just kind of stupid when it comes to that stuff. Here's one. He's in the back of the bunker. This counts for your around the green stat. Look at this. You see where hole 2 is? He's way deep in the back of that bunker. I imagine he didn't have a good lie. Punched out, misses the green. And then he chips up. What was his other chip? He put it to 2.5 feet from a perfect lie in the fairway. Ooh, here's another chip that he had to do. This would be considered, let's see. He had 59 feet. That is just inside around the green. 59 feet, he put it to 4 feet. So he nearly had a 60-foot, or I guess it's not just inside, 20 yards. 20 yards is 10 yards inside this. So 60 feet, he put it to 4 feet. It's pretty good. And then that doesn't really count for around the green. And hole 4 doesn't, oh God, that sucks. Could have made that pretty putt. So as I see it, maybe 1 or 2 shots were bad. And then he was unlucky with the rest of them. So when I'll listen to the Pat Mayos of the world. I'll listen even to the Rick Run Goods of the world who work more closely with PGA Tour players. And I'll listen to them say that nonsense about Viktor Hovland being bad. And then I'll also hear like Pat Mayo talk to like a professional, or not even so much a professional, a media member, a member of the PGA Tour media, like maybe Keith Stewart or something like that. He's like, can we play Victor Hovland at the US Open? It's going to be around the green so much. And we all know that Victor can't chip off of tight lies. I just showed you. Anytime he's in the fairway, he's averaging 2.5 feet away from the pin. He can't chip on tight lies. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. It's so stupid. And these are the people, like, I will complain about this. These are the people you guys go to. And now Pat's there for entertainment, but then it gets mixed up. He gets mixed up with actual knowledge. The eye test. Someone who has golfer's eyes. When you look at Victor Hovland's technique, it is good. It's not bad. It is very square to square. I have no issue with that. And if you watch him check a shot, he checks shots when he needs to. He hits very difficult shots when he needs to. When it comes down to their lie, sometimes he gets unlucky. These players get unlucky. But this entire round, I don't know what he did in round 4. I guess I do have those stats. Raw data golf raw data 2024 Players Championship. There we go. Got it. Okay. So I will data filter Hovland. Since I can't find it on the Data Golf website, we'll do it here. So just so you guys are confirmed, this is Victor Hovland. And I'm going to his around the green stats. Okay, so round 3, it looks like he actually lost the most. Minus 3.5 in round 3. He lost 2.6, which all come from bad lies. I guess he lost 2 in round 1. Okay, cool. So we got our data points to look at. So round 3. Where could he have had a bad chipping experience? Maybe it's this one, hole 2. Oh, I hit the stupid. Oh my God. This would count. He's 75 feet. That's within 30 yards. So he hit it to 48 feet. So where was he? It's way up here. I don't know if that was it. Well, he short-sighted himself. I have no idea. Actually, will it show us? Will I get copywritten if I play this? Oh, this isn't what. This is just hole 18. I don't need to see this. Not going to show us what we want. So yeah, that looks like a bad shot. But then from there, he puts it to how close? 3.7 feet. 3 feet 7 inches. Hole number 3. Oh, well, look at this. He's in the bunker. Could he have been buried? I don't know, but his second shot only it stays in the bunker. And then from there, he hits it to hole like this far away. No idea. I didn't watch this. I didn't watch this hole. But as we can see how close, you know, like if you look at how close 0.1 and 0.2 are to the edge of the bunker, I don't think that that's a... I mean, this is where he lost all of his strokes, right here. So in one shot, he went nowhere. So you're going to lose basically a stroke, 1 stroke. And then from there, you hit it to how far away? 40 feet. 40 feet, the average make percentage from there is going to be, or the 33 feet is where a 2-putt, where you assume a 2-putt is the 0 sum of strokes gained for putting. So you would have lost another stroke because you're going to average a 2-putt from this length. So you lost another one. He lost 2 strokes on this hole, just on that hole. Go here. He was on the green, on the green, on the green, on the green. Chipping. Ooh, chipping right here. Look at this. Tight lie. Can he play a tight lie? He hit it to 5 feet. Okay, so that's a little outside the range of friendship, but he still made the putt. Hole 9. Ooh. It looks like he got a free drop somewhere down here. Hit it to 67 feet, drop in the right rough, and then hit to 11 feet. Again, I have no idea what... this hole, I think this whole right side is below the green, if I remember correctly. So, probably could have done better with that. Probably could have. Oh, here's another chip from the bunker, so maybe it's just a bunker thing. Yeah, that wasn't super great. Another chip where he bogeys, so this one would have been bad. I actually don't even remember what this hole is. Yeah, so hey, I'll give it credit here. This was a bad round of chipping. Yeah, that was even bad too. 8 feet he puts it. So I'll give this round of golf right here bad. But he's scrambling to make his pars. How far was this away? 94 feet. So this is actually just outside of around the green. This actually is considered an approach shot. So yeah. So round 3 definitely is a bad... That's where I would say bad short game for sure. Hole note, his first hole of round 1 puts it to 3.5 feet from a tight lie. He's in the bunker. Oh no, that wasn't the bunker. Looks like he had to lay up, and he put that to 11 inches. Okay, never mind. Ooh, what is this whole chipping thing? I mean, this is a hard green to chip onto. It's just like at the Travelers, that drivable par 4. Everything slopes away towards the water. So he hits it way over here, which we can't see on the screen. If I do this, you can see way over there. Can't really blame him on that one. Oh, wow. Another tight lie. Puts it to 2 feet. Okay, so good chip there. Another chip that he puts to 4 feet away from a tight lie. Downhill, by the way. Ooh, another chip right here. Puts that to 3.5 feet. Hole 4, he's in the bunker. So bunkers might be kind of a bugaboo for Victor. Puts that one to 6 feet from a tight lie. This one's probably not great. 7 feet, actually. No, that's fine. That's makeable. There's another chip. Look at that chip. He puts to 5 inches away from 46 feet away. So that's what, 15 yards? I don't know, man. I honestly, I can't stand Victor Hovland can't chip. Look, I have no idea what these bunker lies are like for Victor. I would say this. I would play out of the Players' Championship sand in every single tournament I ever played in. Like, that stuff looks so pristine. So yeah, maybe that's it. But I would not say his around the green game is bad at all if it's not in the sand. Like, if you look at all the bad shots he's had, it's all from the bunkers. Which is one of those weird things to say, or one of those things I also hated Pat Mayo saying, that Patrick Cantlay can't hit out of the sand. It's like, yeah, he can. He just had one bad tournament. Actually, he didn't even have a bad tournament. It was the last hole of the Valspar Championship that plagued Pat Mayo for the longest time and said that Cantlay could not chip. So, yeah, I went on a tangent there. I'll read the chat again. Sorry, I didn't mean to come in and get you on a tangent. Do you think PGA players care about their strokes gain numbers? Do they have more advanced analytics or don't give a damn thoughts? My thoughts are every golfer, the advanced analytics, no. Dude, that would be going down, that would be getting into the weeds so far. You want to know what a golfer thinks about when he gets off of a golf course? He thinks about the 1, 2, or even 3 shots that he could have done better on other holes, on specific holes. If you've got a bad lie and you need to hit a delicate chip, there is no certainty that ball's going to come out. You think a lot of that is educated guesses. So if you're not a Bermuda player and you have a lie where the grain is going into you, like it's growing into you, you have to figure out, what do I do with this shot? Do I lay the bounce down and try to hit it with the bounce? Do I try to clip it clean? Do I put the toe down and have the heel up so the grass can't dig at it? There are so many different elements that come with certain lies that if you guess wrong, you deal with the consequences. You don't go back and you think to yourself, man, if only. The advanced analytics will come into play when it comes to angles into the golf holes. I don't think there's anything more important in golf than having your angles. That's a funny one. I should probably not have it on here. Is to have the correct angle into the green and have the shortest yardage into the green, depending on what hole it is. That's where you're going to game plan. The around the green stuff is all up to chance. There's nothing you can really control about around the green. Like today, I went golfing, and on one of the par fives, like I hit the ball pretty far. And I was playing it safe. I was playing it down the right side of the fairway. Ended up kind of finding the trees. I had tree trouble. So I tried to manufacture a shot, which I did. I did successfully. It just didn't curve as much as I needed it to. I was around the green. And around my golf ball, the area around my golf ball, the grass was maybe this thick for rough. My ball found a hole, and I was in this long of grass. So as I was taking practice swings, I'm like, okay. And I short-sighted myself too, just to make things worse. Thought to myself, okay, I can open the club face up here, and this is what I ended up doing. It's like opening up the club face. This grass is so long, it's actually going to grab my club and make it go left. So, okay. So I open my club face to a spot that I think is comfortable. Here's the one thing I kind of forgot to do. When the club face pulls left, it's going to close down the club face. So I put a golf swing on kind of for a mini flop. My club face closed slightly, and I end up hitting a regular pitch shot. But I had put so much speed behind it, and it got through the grass without any issues. I just dribbled it over the green on the other side. So it was a par 5. That was my eagle chip. So now I have a makeable chip, in my opinion, because I didn't hit it too far off the green. I roll it right by the hole. Didn't touch the hole, but it was makeable. Made that putt for par. I'm very disappointed with that hole. The par 5 that I can reach very easily in 2, and because of a bad drive, mind you, it's a bad drive, I had to try to manufacture a shot. Now, I could have just chipped out of the trees and left myself an approach shot that might have, I mean, I would have had more of a controllable lie if I hit the, keep it in the fairway. And I would have been a couple yards back. But I did the hero shot. I didn't hurt myself doing the hero shot. I just didn't calculate and also I just got unlucky. I got unlucky. Everyone would tell you though, my chipping is phenomenal. But I got unlucky in that hole. I think I probably lost 1 stroke for sure. Maybe I lost 1.1, 1.2 strokes around the green. I'm not that bad around the green. So that's where it's unfair. That's where strokes gained analysis is unfair. And if you were to try to do the advanced analytics for that, 1, left is trouble off of the tee. It is much better to miss way right than it is to miss left at all. Left is downhill into trees. So you want to stay, and then the fairway actually goes up and then it comes down. Then you've got a row of trees on the right side, and then you would want to miss off to the right because there is a little path that, like there's a cart path that goes between. You can miss it there. I mean, the miss I did was calculated. I wanted to miss to the right. I just didn't want to miss in the spot that I missed it. So the advanced analytics would just say, miss way to the right, or club down to not, because the trees are 280 yards away, club down and take like a 5-wood or a 3-wood to the green. Because then nothing is in the way. Because I can miss left, I can miss right, and then I can just, whatever. But the chance for eagle is so much better if you hit the fairway. So there are several ways you can look at it. I just barely missed my drive. Just barely missed it. So would I do that over and over again? I mean, I got away with a par, but I did lose a stroke. I mapped out all the strokes gained that a PGA Tour player would play on that golf course, and they would shoot 69. I might even still have it up, my home course. No, not that one, dang it. Did I delete it? Why would I delete it? Oh, no, I do have it up. Here you go. So this is my home course right here. Par 72, about 6,500 yards. Pretty short, right? Expected par. This is what you need to see. 69.12. I shot a 69 today. So for the par 5, the expected strokes gained is 4.5. I parred that hole, so I lost 0.5. And here's the hole I'm talking about with my short game. 4.28 is the expected strokes gain for that hole. I got a par on that one because of me short-siding myself. And I mean, like, I don't know. I guess if I were to really do that hole over, the shot that I hit to miss the trees, my second shot that is, I think I should have just left it shorter than where I left it, because I was pretty much pin high, but I short-sided myself. It'd have been much better if I was 20 or 30 yards back of where I was. I'd had more green to work with. Maybe still the same lie, but you know what? You just don't know, man. I still shot 69, so I still, you know, I still gained strokes on a PGA Tour field at my golf course. Like, this is the baseline, 69.12. Now, the course played easy today, so I'm sure if the PGA came over and played it, they'd probably shoot 66, 67, and I'd still be a couple strokes behind them. But I went down this tangent because of it, and like, I'm not like Gabe, not calling you out, but the Victor Hovland not good with his short game. It's so situational. You know, we just went through the entire Players Championship. That's the little underwear thing still there. We just went through the entire Players Championship to try to figure out where the holes were that Victor did, you know, terribly at. And it looks like it could have been some bad bunker lies. And it could have been, I mean, definitely like 3 of his bunker shots, just where they were located in the bunker from what we could see. Obviously, we don't know if that's 100% accurate. That probably played a huge factor into it. And then he also had a couple hard chips from just, you know, course knowledge, remembering where the course, you know, remembering the hole and remembering, you know, what type of lie he would have had. But more than not, Victor Hovland, when given a perfect lie, or even say in the rough, he averaged probably 4 feet away from the hole, which is a very makeable putt. So hopefully that helps. Yeah, I get that. Couldn't you say the same about every golfer? It isn't like Hovland gets the crappy breaks. Should even out over the long run. Okay. True, but as a DraftKings player, let's say Victor Hovland gets himself into trouble because he short sides himself a lot. Well, that's a double-edged sword, because you want golfers to be aggressive. You want those golfers to be aggressive. And if they are shooting for pins, their likelihood to make more birdies is higher than that of someone like a Scottie Scheffler. Now, Scottie Scheffler is that good, but he also hits the middle of the green way more than anyone else. And then he attacks on the holes that he can attack on, and he's pretty good at attacking the holes that he needs to attack. So that could just be a mentality thing. When it just comes down to the strokes gain thing, I don't think that has, like, that stat has nothing to do with skill at all. At all. And I will put 99 weights into that out of 100. 99, I feel that 99% of the time. I knew Patrick Cantlay, like when Pat Mayo was calling Patrick Cantlay, like he can't hit out of bunkers. The one bunker shot that he didn't get close enough to the hole was a hard bunker shot. Like he ended up making a par on that hole and lost sort of a playoff by 1, or no, he bogeyed that hole and lost a playoff by 1, and it was because of the bunker shot, but the bunker shot wasn't easy. Then you fast forward to like the 3M Open and he's chipping in, right? You can even go to the American Express the year after and he's got these really awful chip shots that he ends up holing. Now that could be luck. Also, he's just good, you know? John Rahm, I think someone was saying like John Rahm's short game is terrible. Do you know that John Rahm has some of the best creativity, the best hands when it comes to around the green? You wouldn't know that through his stats, but you would see that by watching him play golf. To answer your question, aren't all PGA Tour players like that? No. I'm trying to remember who I saw at the John Deere Classic that was just awful at short game. Like you could see it. You could see it in his dang it. Who is it? It was someone that I was cheering for to do well because he was on my DraftKings lineups. I don't remember off the top of my head. Dang it. I don't remember. Anyways. Yeah, the strokes gain stat, why a lot of people just say don't look at it, has to do a lot with, one, like we went over this with the raw data from Data Golf, those stats get adjusted. Like Victor Hovland had, I think, 3 chip shots this last round at the Genesis Scottish Open, and he only lost on one of them. He gained in the other 2. And then the rest of the holes, that was minus. He was minus 0.18 strokes for the round. Well, what happens if he, it's just like how stats get adjusted to something you got to look into. And I will explain how stats are adjusted in that video that I plan on putting out there. Basically just looks at your average score per round, and it does a calculation based off of what the baseline score is. I just showed you with my home course that the baseline is 69.12. I'm sure the baseline at this golf course is probably 70, 71, and your average score today was like 69, 68. So it played easier than what the baseline would have shown. So everyone's going to get a hit negatively on all of their strokes gain stats, including putting, even if they chipped in. If they chipped in, they'd have negative putting. That's how strokes gain stats work. Did you know that? I just showed you Victor Hovland had all those negative around the green stats. He didn't even chip on those holes. Did you know that they get adjusted that way? That isn't, like, it doesn't add a lot, but it's still negative. So, if there were no adjustments made, you literally could have had, Victor Hovland having one bad hole where he lost 1.67 strokes around the green because he had a bad lie, and the stats don't show that. And on the other 2 holes where he gained plus 0.4 and plus 0.28, so plus 0.68, he's still losing minus 8 between the only 3 shots that he had around the green. And then on top of that, all the adjustments that are made for all the other holes are all negative. So now that even piles on top of that, and it makes it look like he did really poor. Like, I'm just saying that's a hypothetical that could happen, like today, that could have happened if he, had a really bad strokes gained or around the green. It's just, strokes gained stats aren't life, guys. Like, they're not going to teach you much about anything. Look at average finishing position, look at score, look at birdies, look at eagles. It's all that you got to care about. It's literally all you got to care about. Is the golf, like when you watch him play golf, is he good? You're going to be able to tell if he's good. Strokes gained stats aren't going to tell you anything. They're not. Like it's funny. I know you're not doing this to me. I'm doing it to myself. But it's like every time I think about strokes gained stats, my blood pressure starts to go up because it's like, man, there's way too much emphasis in this industry on strokes gained stats. And yet nobody understands how they're calculated. Nobody understands anything about strokes gained stats. Nothing.
Oh, you gotta give them that hot tour and spit on that thing. You get me?
Gabe, you said I get it in a small sample size. Here's the other thing too. If the course plays easy and you just have one slip up, your negative, whatever it is, approach off the tee around the green just gets hit even harder. And like, what did we see? We saw all of the hard tournaments that Viktor Hovland played in. I don't want this one, but I will zoom out and clear the filters. I don't want this one. This one right here, Viktor Hovland. Arnold Palmer Players, Masters, Wells Fargo, PGA Championship, Memorial, they're all hard tournaments. All of those ones are hard tournaments. And what did he do? Around the green, negative. And every single one except for the PGA Championship. And pretty much break even at the Masters where there's no difficult lies. Travelers is a bit worrying, minus 2.92. The rough around there is not that difficult. Genesis, it is hard. 18T Pebble Beach, they're small greens. Like I can make all the excuses for Viktor Hovland right now. But yeah, is he more negative? Like these minus ones here, minus 9.3, minus 4.2 could all just be from adjustments. Might not even be anything to do with his around the green stats. Gain 2 in South Carolina, gain 2 at the BMW, and then on Bermuda, minus 1.05. Yeah. Minus 5.61 at the Memorial. The Memorial has the thickest rough on tour. Outside of the US Open, the Memorial Tournament's going to have the thickest rough. Oh, God. That's minus 6 right there. That just tanks him. Masters is tough. Century Tournament of Champions. Jeez. Okay, this is actually one of those adjustment ones. The score at the Century Tournament of Champions. It is the biggest tournament that gets hit with a negative adjustment because the course plays so easy. It's 7,300 yards. No, it's 7,600 yards, par 73. I think if I were to map it out, the expected strokes gained stats are going to be like 73, 74, something like that. And everyone shoots like minus 30. Everyone just goes so low at that tournament, so the adjusted stats make it look worse. He could have had just 2 bad shots and whatever. Okay. I might have to clip all of that just to put it into my strokes gained analysis video. Okay. Any questions? Anybody want to add anything to that? I don't mean to scare anyone away. Just offering my truth, man. Just speaking my truth, man. What are some ones that I have that are fun?
You know that I'm the cream of the crop.
Seven view. Hey. Put in strokes gain. Put the word strokes gain stats, or the words strokes gain stats We'll do a, I totally forgot to do this. We'll do a roll call for the giveaway. Since you guys are here, I got 7 people in the chat. Let's do it. I don't know if I've had more or less, and I'm sorry for not doing this sooner. Let's do a roll call. Roll call in the 1. Stroke chain stats. Put it in there. What do I normally call this? Strokes gain stats. Barry R's. Okay, here we go. It was a good talk. Perhaps I'm guilty of overweighting strokes gain stats. You know, I am trying, like, for me, all that I'm trying to do is educate the best I can. I feel like I have a very firm grasp of strokes gain stats. I've dug into them, figure out how they're calculated, figured out how they're adjusted. You know, they are technically, when it comes down to it, strokes gain stats are all baked into the finishing position. So their result at the tournament. What did they shoot that day? What did they shoot for the tournament? That all gets baked into strokes gain stats. And if your strokes gain stats are good, more than likely you shot good. Or shot well, I should say. And if you flip it, if you shot well, more than likely your strokes gain stats are good. So they go hand in hand. And to me, you know, when we play this DraftKings game, the only thing that matters are birdies and eagles and birdie streaks. Those are the only 3 things that matter when it comes to our players playing golf. That's all we care about. We could have a guy who shoots 2 under on a par 72 for 4 days, no bogeys, just 2 birdies. That's it, each round. He could win that tournament, especially if it's the US Open. He could win that tournament, have a bogey. Well, maybe we don't give him bogey-free rounds. We'll give him 3 birdies a round, or 3 birdies. Yeah, 3 birdies a round with 1 bogey. And a Victor Hovland who gets 14 birdies and shoots 2 less than that golfer. He's going to be your optimal play. And you want to target those players that score more birdie, that have more birdies and bogey, or yeah, more birdies and bogeys around than those that have more pars. And I think the most important metric when it comes to strokes gain stats is off the tee. So when it comes to and I guess why I say that is off the tee determines everything else. So if you got a short ball hitter, they're going to have longer approach numbers into the green. Longer approach numbers will actually, if you hit the ball closer to the hole, will give you more or like better strokes gain approach stats. They'll look better. But you can also, you have more forgiveness. You can miss the green a little bit and have around the green pick you back up and get you your pars or maybe chip in for birdies, stuff like that. So your approach won't look good, your off the tee won't look good, your around the green will look good, or your putting will look good. It still took 4 holes or 4 shots to get in the hole, whereas like a Scotty Scheffler might blast it right in the middle of the fairway, put it to 6 feet, miss the putt, and still make that putt. You know, you still want those opportunities for birdies, but you can't see that baked into strokes gain stats. You can't. Yep. Yeah, so Gabe says that is true. And Spieth was good. He was so good at scoring DK points. He always got streaks. Right, you're off the tee is what hurt you on the par 5 today, not your strokes gain. Exactly, that's exactly right. Yeah, I mean, I know that hole all came down to my drive. It all like that. If I miss it more to the right, which is you would think further into the trees, but it's not very dense at this golf course. I'd have a clear shot into the green, or at least I'd have been able to shape it better. I could shape it around the trees. I actually had to go under trees and a little bit and then shape it also. So I had to do a lot of things for that shot. But yeah, if I hit my driver better, even if I miss to the left and don't hit in the woods to the left, that's such an it's so much more open of a tee or of an approach shot. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about with this round of golf I had. It's my drive off a hole 13. It wasn't my hook that I had to hit around the trees. It wasn't my chip shot. I couldn't have done really anything better than what I did. If I lay it open too much and try to get too cute, I might even miss it closer to the hole and even still short side myself and still give myself a bad lie. So yeah, it's my argument for strokes gained stats is you have to look shot by shot. You have to analyze shot by shot to figure out what actually happened for hey BG Little Neck, if you put in strokes gained stats in the chat, I will give you an entry into the giveaway. And I see 8 people watching this stream. I think that's right. Let me double check. Yeah, 8 people watching this. You guys don't want free entries into the giveaway? I'm probably gonna be live for another 10 minutes, then I'm gonna shut it down. I wanted to give my updates, and then I went on the strokes gain tangent, which I love, dude. These are all strategy pieces, and I will also add a strokes gain article that will talk about how strokes gain stats are calculated. I'll also talk about how they're adjusted. It will also talk about what I'm mentioning to you guys right now when it comes to analyzing strokes gain stats. Like your best indicators for birdie opportunities are just going to be ball striking, period. And it's more likely going to be off the tee. Because technically, the closer you get the ball to the hole, the easier it is to get the ball in the hole. So if you're bombing at 340 yards off the tee, I don't really care if you're in the rough or if you're in the fairway. Stats are going to bear out that as long as you got a free shot to the green, hitting it closer anywhere is better than hitting it, straight in the fairway but 100 yards back or 50 yards back. Actually, what is the halfway point? I think there is one, isn't there? Where am I looking? I need to open up that calculator again. What did I just say? Oh yeah. Let me just copy. Let's copy this one to here and go. If I hit my tee shot 300 yards from the tee and put it into, actually no. Let's do 260 and put it in the fairway. Usually that's your 0 point. Maybe not that one. Let's say 240. It's a big jump. 1.5 for 20 yards? Really? Okay, whatever. Okay, so you see that's 0.04. If I go to rough, it's 0.16 difference. So 0.16, let's try to figure that one out. Let's say, let's actually make this different. I want to go to a different hole. So 0.16 is the difference for that one hole. And it's by yardage too. So it isn't even like the difference between rough to fairway is going to be the same every single time. Like I'll even show it here. If I hit this 260 yards, or I had 100 yards from the fairway, I'm actually gaining 0.16 off the tee. I still hit a 260 yard drive. This the wonderful, another great point that I just made. So if I hit this 520 divided by, or I should say 520 minus 260 is 260, right? So, okay. If you see the math here, 360 minus 100 is 260. If I hit 260-yard drives on both of these holes, you would expect that this number here doubles. 0.16, it should double, right? Doesn't. You actually lose because it matters about what you left yourself into the hole. Isn't that nuts? That's crazy, right? That it doesn't even matter. A 260-yard drive in the fairway changes at different yardages you leave yourself. Isn't that weird? Did you know that with stroke change stats? I bet you didn't. It all comes because of this stroke change chart. This stroke change chart is what your baselines are at that yardage and what that lie is. So from 260 yards away, you're expected to get the hole to put it into the hole in 3.5 strokes. From 100 yards away, you're expected to get it in 2.76. And then you would do your breakdowns from there. So that one hole that I was looking at, it would be 4.15 because we're at 420. So it'd be actually 4.02. My bad. It'd be 4.02 right here minus 2.76 minus 1. So actually minus 3.76, and that's where you get your 0.16. Actually, it should be point. Am I doing that wrong? 0.16, is that true? Oh, I'm using 360. Okay, I did 420. Okay. But anyways, if you had 520, your expected is 4.54. So we're going 100 yards. Here it is, 4.02, 4.54. 100 yards in off the tee changes that much from 4.02 to 4.54. This is the average amount of strokes that a PGA Tour player gets the ball in the hole. Now, if we change from, so okay, you see that it's the difference here is 0.52. 0.52 is the difference between these two yardages. So the other yardages that we're looking at is 260. We want to look here, 3.58 versus 2.76. You see it's larger? There's a larger gap. So 0.54 is what we're looking for, but you can already tell 0.54 minus 3.58 is 3.56. Or 54, I guess it would be 3.04. 3.04. So like it's so much like the amount of strokes to get in the hole, the gap is so much wider for these approach shots than it is for these off the tee stats. So even if you were to hit it, like I said, 260 yards off the tee in the middle of the fairway on both of these holes, it actually hurts you more hitting it from 260 yards from here because the approach shot from 260 is so much more harder than it is from 100 yards. And I shouldn't even say it that way. The difference between the tee shots and your approach shots, it is much more difficult, this yardage gap, than it would be. Oh, I meant 360. I'm sorry. 360. That's what we should do. 360 to 520. That was the difference. But you can see it's only 0.1 worse, which again, you already know. So that's why the calculator, when you look at this, you hit it to 260 yards away, you don't double your strokes gain off the tee. So again, the closer you are to the hole, and then the argument that I was making is 100 yards in the fairway, 0.16 versus the rough. It's actually, is that 0.2? It is 0.2. Okay, I guess I stand corrected. So 260 fairway versus rough. Oh, yeah, this is 0.16 difference. It's not 0.2. Okay, I stand corrected, but it's still a harder shot from 260 yards away. I don't know if you guys know what I just did there, but from 100 yards away in the or in the fairway versus 100 yards away in the rough is minus 0.2. So this is minus 0.6, right? If you're in the rough from 100 yards away, in the fairway it's 0.16. So that's a difference of minus 0.2. Now, if I went up here and I'm 260 yards away from the green in the fairway, that's minus 0.04. If I change that to rough, it's minus 0.20. So it's difference of minus 1.6. So it's actually technically easier changing from fairway to rough at 260 than it is from 100 yards away. Okay, so I guess I proved myself wrong on that one. Actually, okay. My other point that I was going to make with this is, let's say you want to be safe and hit it 140 yards into the fairway. You'd be gaining 0.05 versus, let's say, 100 yards into the rough. Wow. It's so much. Okay. How about 80 yards in the rough? That's straight 0. All right, I stand corrected. Wow, I will remember this. It is much better to be in the fairway. What is our break-even point, do you think? 160. It is, okay. 160 yards in the fairway equates to 100 yards in the rough. 0.06 minus 0.06 minus 0.03. Oh, that's off the tee. Okay. That's off the tee. I'm sorry. That's not what I'm looking for. That's not at all what I'm looking for. This is good. This is practice for my video that I'm going to do. At 100 yards away. Yeah, so 2.76 is the estimated. Okay, this is what I'm looking for, guys. I am so sorry. I don't even know why I didn't even think of this. So at 100 yards away, 2.76 is your expected shots. The expected shots to get the ball in the hole. 2.76. In the rough, it's 2.98. It's only a minus 2.2. No, it's a minus 0.22. Minus 0.22 difference. So I want to go minus 0.22. It's still the same. Wow, it's yeah. Okay. These numbers right here, you saw it here first. 2.95. I mean, it's not like you saw it here. It's actually the same as 90. You see this? 160 yards away in the fairway is the same of hitting it in 90 yards in the rough. 2.95. Holy moly. Very interesting. I'm trying to see if that actually makes sense in my head at the golf course I play at, and I would say I think it does. But hitting the fairway is no easy task. I had 220 yards in the rough. That's what my shot on hole 13 was. I had 220 left. Actually, I had 200 left. I'm not going to shortchange myself. I had 200 left. 3.37 is the expected amount of shots I should have got the ball in the hole, and I got in 4 from that spot. So what did I do? I had 220 left on 13, which wasn't good, admittedly. That's a 260-yard drive. That can't be right. Oh, I had 200. Minus 0.09 strokes off the tee. Hit the fairway, 0.14. Here, let me map it out. I kind of want to see what this is. Dude, this was so bad. I want to show you this just to show you what my round was like. Second shot I had. That was my first hole. Second hole. Let's do this. Doesn't really matter. So off to a good start. I mean, 2 pars. No big deal. This one. 75 yards. Does 70 work? Does. And actually, did I gain? I did. I gained a little bit off the tee. And I hit it to probably 14 feet on the green and made that putt. And hole 4. I had 150 yards. Do I have 150 in my database? I wonder. Do I? Do I have 150? I do. Okay, cool. 150. Put that just on the back. I don't know if I have 10. No, I don't think so. Let's just give myself a... Let me put myself on the green at a 20 foot. I was on the fringe, so I don't have 10 yards away, and it wasn't that far away. 20 yards green. That to 3 feet. Hole 5. I blasted a drive. I think I had 200. I was in the fairway. I hit that one on the green basically, so let's give myself 30 feet. That to 3. Put that in for a birdie. So I'm 200 at that point. I hit a drive pretty far on that hole. Put that one on the green, 20 feet, I think. Missed the putt. Put it in. This one I was on the green at 20 feet. Missed the putt. It's probably 2, but it doesn't really matter. Actually, I was 115, but I don't think my yardages go 115. Go ahead and put that there in the rough, and then put that also on the fringe, but call it 30 feet on the green. 3. Made the putt. Hole 9, I put it to 100 because I hit a 3-wood off the tee. Put that on the back of the green. I think I had a 30-footer. That was 2 under. Here I put this to 100 yards in the rough. Let's do 80. I think it was 80. Yeah, it was 80. Yeah, it was like 85. I don't have 85. I put that to 3 feet. Made the putt. This one I missed. That to 5 feet, let's say. And put that in the hole. And then I was 150. Let's go 140. Rough. hit that long, probably had 20 yards in the rough. That to 10 feet on the green, and then missed the putt. Hole 5 here, or hole 13, I mean. This is the problem child. Rough. Had probably 20 yards in the rough. We'll just say 30 feet on the green. Put that to 3. Hold it. That's 200 yards in the fairway. No, the rough. And put that to 20 feet on the green. Barely missed the putt. Hold it. Where's my bogey? I must... Bogey 12. Okay, that was my even par. Oh, I finished better than I thought. Okay, I miscalculated my score. I totally forgot. Because I birdied this one. What did I have? Yeah, I shot 68 today, not 69. What the hell? Because I put this to 30 feet and I drained the putt. Crazy. This one I had 50 yards. And put this in the back of the green. 2-putted. Dang it, I messed up my score today. I actually shot 68. I didn't shoot 69. I shot a 68. I don't think I can adjust it. Forgot that I made this birdie right here. Actually, it would have been these 2 holes that I made my birdies on. And the only bogey I had was on 12 on the back 9. Damn it. All right, I shot 68. Look at my approach. I know that's usually my weak spot. And I think that approach was mostly hurt. Probably here. Actually, we can look. Oh, it was actually the hole before it. Okay. And 15? Because I missed the green, sure. So here's one of those... never mind. Wow. My around the green saved me. Like I said, I'm pretty good at chipping. Although I had that really bad chip. My off the tee is also like I hit a lot of fairways. Although you don't see a lot of fairways. You see a lot of balls in the rough. But I can hit the ball a far ways. Minus 2.2. Wow. Yeah, this one here though, this makes sense to me. I was trying to manufacture shots around trees. Just didn't work out. Okay. This is fun. I should do this with most of my other holes, or most of my other rounds of golf. Did you sign an incorrect scorecard? I did, dude. I did. I won one tournament at golf once. I'm really good around the green, but off the tee, I just hit an iron for whatever reason. I can't hit a driver. Good luck on the next 3 rounds, everyone. Someone win big. Yeah. For the Sweet Spot Society. Heck yeah, Barry. 420. Giggity. What are we aiming for on this discussion? How can we be deceived by stroke chain stats? Sorry, late to the party, but always interested in the nerd stuff. Did you say? Yeah. So it, I don't remember what it was that we were talking about that got us onto Victor Hovland having bad around the green stats. And then I got on a tangent and started talking about, you know, just different things to look at. We dove into a lot of Victor Hovland's stats. And then I kind of compared it to my round of golf today. It was hole 13 to be exact, where my drive dictated everything that went from there. If I don't put it in the trees, in the rough, and try to manufacture a shot that short-sighted me, I could have probably got the ball closer and made my birdie. The expected strokes for that hole is 4.28, and I made a 5. So I lost 0.72 strokes. Barely lost really anything off the tee, lost most of it on approach, but also like that's the most that I lost around the green that entire round. So right here, minus 3.9 or minus 0.39. And my whole argument is like, you can't, I guess you can't always, my whole point is you got to dig down at a whole level, shot by shot level, to figure out which shots were actually bad, which shots weren't. So this one, for example, for me on hole 13, I hit a bad drive. I hit a drive into the trees. And then I had to try to manufacture something out. That manufacturing shot put me in this weird spot around the green where I short-sighted myself. And then it's just like, I explained my whole chip shot it was a pitch shot. The grass around my golf ball was about this thick. It was about that thick. I found a hole where my ball laid down on, and the grass was that thick. And so my club, I had to like figure out how to get my club face to get through that ball, but I short-sighted myself, so I wanted to hit it as high as I possibly could. But I did know if I hit it through, more likely, because I was taking practice swings and I could feel it. I was taking practice swings around that where my golf ball was, that my club face would close. So like I'd have it open, but it would close. And when it closes, it strengthens the loft. So you're not going to hit it as high. So I kind of was accounting that, but it was a guess. It was a guess. I didn't know how easy it was going to come through that. One, the club did grab. The grass grabbed the club. Two, it slid through the grass with ease. So I put more speed behind the ball than I really wanted to. And it actually put me off of the green, but I can't show that on this calculator because I don't have those exact distances and yardages for around the green. But yeah. So actually my around the green would have actually been worse for that hole than it actually shows. But yeah. I was talking about losing 3 strokes around the green my last round. Oh, gotcha. Worst penalty in golf should be a DQ if you sign it for a lower score. I know, dude. I shot a 60. It's funny going through this and just being like, uh-oh. My round of golf was actually better. I shot a 64, which tied the course record last week, and I'm still trying to even go lower than that. I'm really trying to push myself this year to shoot lower scores. And with that 64, it changed my handicap to a plus, or from a plus 1.3 to a plus 1.9. And I actually put in my gin today. I shot a 69, which in fact I shot a 68. And so now it bumped it up to a plus 2.3. So we're looking good. I got a tournament on Saturday. I have a tournament so this upcoming tournament is just a scramble with my friends, I asked to be put on a team. I had teams, they all kind of flaked. And then, not because they didn't want to play with me, just because couldn't find enough people, and then one guy couldn't make it, so that made the other guy not want to come, and it's like, whatever. So now I'm on a team which actually probably is going to be as good as any other team I would have been on, and this is going to be it's a fundraising tournament. So these fundraiser tournaments, it's like we could probably go out there and shoot 18 under, 16 to 18 under pretty easy. For how good of golf that I'm playing, I really want to shoot minus 24. Like, I don't think it's possible, but we get these things called power shots where you can tee off from the red tees, and on one of the holes that shortens it up to 240 yards. So I usually just hit a 5-wood off of that. So technically, you get close enough, you could eagle that hole. And if you hit a really good shot, we have these things, we do the string game. You get a yard full of string, and so if you're close enough to the hole, you can mark it off and it counts as being in the hole. So you cut the string off of how much is left on your putt or chip or whatever. You cut it off, and it counts as being in the hole. So that's why minus 24 I think could be, well, maybe not minus 24. What if we eagled all the par 5s, which there are 4, that gets you from minus 18 to minus 22. I could drive one of the other hole 17. I can actually drive this hole. And a downwind, I can reach this hole. So there is a potential for an eagle on that hole. So yeah, 24 would be, I think, the cap. But of course, if any of us get like really close wedge shots into the greens or into the holes, it's definitely doable. Have I tried qualifying for the US Open? I wanted to this year. Here's the crappy thing about it. Every qualifier, you have to sign up at the beginning of May. For the US Open qualifier, I think you got to sign up by May 5th. The season started in April 26th, I think it was, or April 20th, where I'm at. It is difficult for me to feel like I would be ready to golf by that time. And I don't do anything in the wintertime. You know, I swing golf clubs, but I'm not hitting a simulator. I'm not doing any of that stuff. So by the time that those signups come around, I'm not even like, I'm not very sure that I will even have a game worth playing by the time that qualifier, happens. Fundraiser tournaments, the pencil whippers are who win. Sometimes. I think most people up here are pretty good. There hasn't been a cheating scandal for a while, but there has been. There definitely has been. The next week, so not the Saturday, but the Saturday after, is an individual tournament. That's a club tournament in Virginia. That's a tournament I want to win. Haven't really sniffed that one, but how good of golf I'm playing right now and like how I can kind of control the golf ball. Chipping's really good. Putting's really good. I have a chance. Like I think as long as I constantly make the right choices, so I got to be very disciplined, I think I can win that tournament. And then the weekend after is kind of our hometown festival. There is a 2-man scramble that I tend to win every year. Last year I got a hole-in-one on that tournament. That was fun. And that really just caps it off. And then there's a bar scramble that next day. And then the week after is a club tournament in Two Harbors, which that tournament to me is one of my favorite tournaments. The weekend after that, I'm going to a concert in Green Bay. The weekend after that is a 3-man scramble, which is another like fun tournament to play in up here. It's been a tournament that's been around forever. And then I'm not sure what I got going on at the end of the month of August, but yeah, busy couple weeks ahead of me. All right, I think I'm gonna call her quits. Let's do another roll call. Just say good night. That's all you gotta do is good night. Good night will get you an entry into the giveaway. salary 13.5K in these local tournaments. It could be. I probably wouldn't be that much. I'd probably be like 10-8, 10-8, 11, 11-2, probably. There are some other good golfers that I play against.
Listen to rare covers of your favorite
Oh, we got
artists
you. I gotta get you twice.
on the YouTube Music app.
All right. I don't know if Gabe is in the chat. I don't know if Gabe is. Do you even care, Gabe? Nope. All right. Yeah, she did. Good night, dude. If you qualify for the U.S. Open, I nominate myself to be your caddy. I'll probably be looking for caddies. I do have a buddy that wants, like, he probably has first dibs, but if he couldn't, yeah, I'd probably be sending out requests. All right, guys. I'm gonna call our quits right there. So appreciate you all being here. I didn't really talk much about if you qualify through you, so I'm definitely going. It would be weird to like see people, you know, just anybody that you know. Definitely would add more pressure, but I kind of like the pressure. Anyways, didn't really talk much about the website. I did in the beginning of the video, I should say. I did a lot in the beginning. Talked about the updates that I've been making. This actually went way longer than I thought it was going to. I was only planning on being here maybe an hour. So I guess if it wasn't for you guys in the chat, and it wasn't for the Strokes Gang conversation, I probably wouldn't have been here this long. But anyways, appreciate you all. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. All right, bye.